Chapter 7. Escape. Carla bumpity-bumped her chair around to face me. "You're right," she said. "I didn't call you Sam, not while he was here. I screamed at you when you came in, but..." She stopped talking. "But that would mean he's watching us." I shook my head. I saw him drive away before. We just heard him drive away now. No way he's lurking around outside. To prove it, I bumped my chair over to the only window. He's not out there. He's not spying on us. Carla sat there frowning. Earlier today, he left me alone for a while. Then he came back and said I wasn't scared enough. He said I was just sitting here like a dummy. "Well, we know this guy is weird," I replied. Carla shook her head. "That's not it. He knew. He knew that I hadn't moved around or cried. How did he know that?" We stared at each other for a couple of seconds. Then we both looked around at the walls at the same time. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" I asked her. "Cameras," she whispered. "Oh, freak me out." "We gotta get out of here," I said, and man, did I mean it. But there was nothing in this cabin to help us. 2 couches, 1 table, and 1 drawer in the table. I turned my chair around until I could grab the drawer handle with my fingers and pull. Then I had to turn myself around to look. "Eureka!" I yelled. I stared at the knife. I suddenly had another brainstorm. I bent down and picked up the knife in my mouth. I bumped my way over to Carla. "Turf, turf," I told her. "What?" "Turf, I yelled. She stared at me. "Oh, you want me to turn around?" I nodded. "Yif." So she turned around, and I bent down and started seesawing the knife around the ropes on her wrists. I thought about this. If I cut her, will everybody yell at me again? Maybe I should let her free me first. I thought about this. Nope, no way I'm letting Carla Tootie near me with a knife. It took forever, but I finally cut through the rope. Not too much blood either, and I'll say this for her. Carla didn't yell or cry. Not bad for a girl. As soon as her hands were free, Carla untied herself and then untied me. "Okay, let's go," I yelled. I ran to open the door. It was freezing outside, and we were in t-shirts and bare feet. I slammed the door. "Any bright ideas?" I asked. She shook her head. "We could die if we go out there without coats." I nodded. "So maybe we should wait. We're not tied up anymore, so when he comes back, we'll jump him." She shook her head. "You forgot. If the guy is watching us, he knows what we're doing." I shivered. This is nuts. So I shook my fist in the air in all directions. Then I ran around the cabin screaming. Then I sat down. Think. And I had another brainstorm. I started to tell Carla my plan, but she was smarter than me. "Shh," she said. "Whisper it in my ear." Way smarter than me. So this is what I whispered. "I have an idea. Not a great idea, but it might work for a bit. But when we start, we have to move fast. If he's watching us, he'll figure out what we're doing and he'll come back." Carla nodded. "I'm going to slice open 4 of the cushions on the sofa. We'll stick our arms and feet into them, and we'll tie the others around our bodies. Then we're going to drag this table outside. You sit on it, and I'll push. When we get to the hillside, I'll hop on. Maybe it'll work like a sled and we can get down the mountain." Carla nodded. Then she smiled at me. "I think you're brilliant." Got that? Carla Tootie thinks I'm brilliant. Well, wait till I tell Simon. So that's what we did. We ran for the cushions and I slashed deep slits in them with the knife. We pulled 2 on like boots. Then we tied other cushions around our waists. Then we pushed our arms into 4 more. We got the table outside and flipped it over. It slid over the snow just like I thought. and as soon as we got to the steep part of the road, we hopped on. Whenever we stuck a bit, I got off and pushed till we were flying again. We were wet and cold, but we suddenly got a case of the giggles until we saw the car lights below us climbing the mountain.